Come on then. Good boy. Yeah, not too fast, kidder. It's a warman. How do? How do? Got a few topics to vlog this week, so I'm gonna vlog probably for the next 3 or 4 days. Why am I laughing here? Obviously, other than the subject matter, these vlogs aren't scripted. Did I say how do? I'm sorry, I've been laughing like a big kid. Stephen, come on. So just cropping. Let me calm myself down. Just had the giggles, guys. Yeah, so come on the pit site today with Stephen. It's a bit cool. I'm gonna find somewhere though to sit down and do today's vlog. But this little episode we have just been through takes me nicely into it. So I'm crossing road with Stephen. He is 10, bit pedantic at times. You know, I don't try and rush him across the road. There's no way. I'm not dragging and ragging him about. So we're crossing the road. No traffic. Obviously to cross the road, I don't know what's he going to take us. 4 or 5 seconds, 5 or 6, 6, 7. I don't know. It's not long, is it? Sorry, I'm struggling to contain myself. Must be the adrenaline and fear. So we're halfway across the road. This car's come out of the junction about 50 metres away, and this guy's ragged it. Yeah, you can hear it. Low to the ground, tyre squeal, ragged it towards us. Yeah, and I mean, like, you know, a couple of seconds he's on us. I didn't really have time to get out of the way. Anyway, he peeps his horn. So, international language, guys, yeah, you know, you've always got sign language. There's two words, and whether you're from Canada, Bernice, Australia, Mike, Manchester, Kira, Manchester. Oh dear, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, guys. Or even Salford, Lee T and Keith H, yeah? Or Farmworth, Tony T, bit of name dropping there. Guests and that, guys. 2 words, fuck off, yeah? So in my finest Yorkshire accent, I gave him a finger and a fuck off. There was no need for it, yeah? Stephen is of a certain age, and myself. Now this guy has stopped his car then, yeah? And obviously I'm in trouble. I've been in situations like this before, adrenaline's pumping, where I'm being abused and threatened, yeah? Now there's 2 reasons I know I'm in no danger from this guy. I'm sorry, this isn't a vlog, but it leads nicely into it. 2 reasons I know I'm not in any danger, right? The first one, he's driving a Ferrari, yeah? And his Ferrari's black. Yeah. Mate, Ferraris need to be red, yeah? They should only be sold in red, and you've got a black Ferrari. Other than nearly taking me and Stephen out, which I weren't happy about, you know, I wouldn't have got to see your badge, but it's a black Ferrari. The second one, which is inexcusable, yeah? This guy's got flip-flops on, yeah? Black Ferrari, sunglasses and flip-flops. In the words of many a prisoner, jog on, yeah? Jog on, mate. And that nicely leads me in today's vlog, which is about weapons, because he was a weapon. Picnic table up here. I'm going to stop and do this vlog and let our Stephen have a chew on his ball, as it were. It's a subscriber question, this. I did know, sorry, who you were, until the excitement. I've now forgotten. I don't know. So, come on, Stephen. Well, Parker sends down over here. So, weapons. Have I ever been assaulted with a weapon? Sun's there. Let's have a sit down here so we can chat to you guys. You'll have to excuse me. Might be a bit longer vlog today, guys. You know, I'm obviously struggling. Ooh, there we go. Hope you can see me with the sun. Beautiful, beautiful day. There we go. See it shining off my napper. Stephen? Yeah? Come on. Good boy. There's a good boy. You lie down there. Yeah, so have I been assaulted by weapons? Let me tell you first, guys, about a film called Scum. Stars Ray Winston. It's quite an old film now. It was about the old Borstals. Lads who've been to Borstal, done time in Borstal, have told me that film is pretty accurate. Now, in that film, he gets some Borstal. He gets some pool balls, this lad, Ray Winston. He's called Carlin in the film. He puts them in a sock and he takes out one of his opponents, yeah? Pool balls, bam, gone. Excuse me, nose is running now, guys. It's just one of them days, isn't it? Stephen, come and lie down. So, firstly, young offenders. Young offenders, when I was in the private sector, got moved from a specific young offender wing. They are a violent bunch of little individuals. They were fun, entertaining. I enjoy working with them, although it was hard work and very tiring. 3 of them that I knew, funny lads, always hung about together. Harmless, polite, you know, they were well-mannered or whatever, not in for serious crime at that time. Sadly, I would later see them doing long sentences. So there was a lad on this wing, F wing. I knew the lad. He was a big unit, big muscles, flat top, dangerous, well-known, bit of a fighter, but he was also a bully. I know that because these lads told me and I believe them. And they told me when I went onto the wing as part of first response. So there's an alarm bell on F wing. So I went on F wing. All the cons are stood about. Nobody's going behind the door. I saw these 3 lads, guilt written all over their faces. I looked at one and went, he just went, he's a bully, Mr. Samworth. Okay. I didn't know at that point what he meant. There's a lad in a cell on a bed in a mess. Big lumps on his head. I mean big lumps, like golf balls, yeah? He went to outside hospital. I don't know what happened to him. He didn't come back to that prison. On camera, these 3 lads, it's morning, it's a weekend. They've walked up to the pool table with socks, or it looks like socks, put them, pool balls in them, gone in the cell and done him, yeah? Because he was bullying them. You know, that's how it is, prison, it's dangerous. So, there's a weapon. Yeah, lots of people in prison have been assaulted with socks, with tins of tuna in and the like. Yeah, so everyday items can be used as weapons, first of all. The worst thing that's been used on me, or not the worst, not the most dangerous, but probably one of the most frightening, was a towel. Yeah, a prison towel. A lad threw it around my neck and started to choke me out. Train coming, you have to excuse me there, guys. Stephen? Stephen? Stevie? Oh, I can hear him, he's here. Come and lie down, kid. Sorry about that, guys. Where's your ball? Good lad. Yeah, threw it around my neck, trying to choke me out. His mate were trying to beat me. If any of you into mixed martial arts or watch fighting, when people are getting choked out, inevitably they tap. Very rarely does someone get choked out, yeah. Panic sets in, it is a horrendous feeling. He's trying to choke me out. I can't tap out anyway, because he's not gonna stop. That was a scary moment, one of the scariest moments I've had. Weapons, yes, so there was a lad. He was on healthcare. He'd come onto healthcare, threatening to kill himself or kill somebody else. Dangerous individual. I didn't know the lad. This morning he's been kicking off, so I was with an officer I didn't know who was working overtime. I said, will you just stand at the door? I need to speak to this young man. Yeah, so I entered his cell. I've shot the bolt on the door. No one can shut the door. and my oppo is stood in the doorway. This lad didn't particularly like me. I knew that. I weren't bothered. He was on healthcare. He didn't like working, and I was telling him what to do because it was my unit along with the nursing staff. That means I worked there. I didn't own the unit. Yeah, I worked there, and I was having him working. You know, he was on overtime. I was going to use him. This lad presented. Sorry. This lad presented a weapon, piece of glass. Now, on reflection, he had been in a cell the previous day. I hadn't been on shift. When he come on, he'd smashed the observation panel on that cell, which is glass. For me, on the healthcare, irrespective of anywhere else in the prison, when we moved someone into a new cell, that cell was searched before they went in. Everyone who came onto healthcare was strip searched. They'd be put in a sterile cell, and we would check their property. Yeah. We had a lot of self-harmers on healthcare. We had to search stuff, make sure people hadn't got weapons and the like, and make it a safe place, both for officers, patients. I was happy to call people patients, the orderlies who worked on there, and the nursing staff. So we had a nasty piece of glass, a handle, and he thrust at me with it. I had a baton. I'm left-handed. Carry it on my right side. Boom. I racked my baton. Yeah. Which is an extendable baton. He, for want of a better word, lie down you, it's hot. Come on, lie down, good boy. He shit a brick and he dropped said weapon, yeah. Got a weapon under my boot, brought it backwards at the cell, shut the cell door. Went straight back after that. Got a couple of the staff, removed him from the cell, searched him on the way out, went into his cell and searched it. While I searched his cell, he was placed in a sterile area, i.e. somewhere where there was no weapons, he'd been strip searched. It was safe for him and us. Yeah, on his nicking, yeah, well, I placed him on report for lunging at me and having a really nasty weapon. The other officer said that I actually struck him with my baton. Yeah, the reason he dropped this piece of glass was because I hit him with the baton. The lad who thrust at me with a piece of glass said he was going to cut himself and harm himself, not me. So here's what happened. The governor, because the lad had said he was going to harm himself, couldn't place him, couldn't give him any punishment. The fact that he'd come at me, the governor believed me, but he couldn't give him a punishment. He asked the prisoner, did Mr. Samworth hit you with your baton? I'm sorry, there's another train. It's just one of them days. Although it's a beautiful day. The prison said, no, he didn't. You know, so nasty. Bladed weapons I've found in prison and lots of other people, they are everywhere. Most popular weapon of choice, toothbrush with 2 razor blades melted into it. If you cut someone with that, stripe them with that, the blades are that close together that they can't be stitched. It's going to leave a scar. And finally, a weapon everyone has, or most people. Stephen, I'm gonna have a walk up here now, guys. Stephen, where's your ball? Come here, come here. Stay there, kid. Excuse me, guys. Just got to go in the ditch now to recover this. Stay there. Thanks for this, lad. Oh. Go on, that way. Finally, a weapon everyone has. There was a prisoner, yeah, called Graham. That's his first name, real prisoner this. When I was in the segregation unit, this way, kidder. When I was in the segregation unit in the private sector, dangerous places to be. Hello. Dangerous places to be. This lad was housed down there. When I was opening a door, if I was on shift and there was a couple of staff and we were dealing with dangerous prisoners, I'd always open the door. You'd ask the prisoner to stand back. You'd check in the cell through the, come on, through the observation panel first. Ask the prisoner to step back. Open the door inwards. Step back myself and let them come out. If they're going to the shower, you'd let them walk in front of you. eyes on. This lad, Graham, I followed that procedure. Totally surprised me. He come out, quick turn, landed one right on my chin. A good un. Rattled my jaw and rattled me. He was restrained. Stevie, come on, come and have a lie down here, kid. He was restrained and put back in his cell. Fast forward, yeah, about 4 years to Strangeways. This lad, Graham, landed on K-Wing, a normal location wing. So Bertie Bassett, those that are new to the channel, I had a fantastic manager. He was my senior officer. First step on promotion ladder. Next step, principal officer, then governor, yeah? That's the batting order in prison. Fantastic senior officer, very shouty, very verbal. The prisoners liked it, used to say it as it were. You could have a one-to-one with him, a raging row, screaming and shouting. 2 minutes later, as your best mate, will you do me a favour? Or he would do you a favour. As a senior officer, principal officer, governor, he was like that. When he was in a suit, he was still like that. He never changed, and you don't need to. He was respected, I think, by everyone because he was straight talking. That's what people want. You don't always like hearing what people are telling you, but being straightforward, that is definitely a gift. So we've got Graham on the landing, on the Twos landing, where I work with Nobby Nobbler. Nobby Nobbler, again, talked about him in my first book. Fantastic lad, ex-squaddy, funny, dry, my favourite person to work with. We buzzed off each other and we had a good time. And you know what? He was a really good prison officer. If I was on with him, prisoners' problems, applications, anything they needed sorting, he would sort it. It was bob on, and he made good brews. Nobby Nobbler. Yeah, so he's on with me this day. This lad is locked behind his door. He's come on the previous night. I told Bertie Bassett in the briefing and all the staff just how dangerous he was. There were mental illness problems. Very, very dangerous prisoner. So he's locked up. We're not letting him out. Our governor, yeah, is in a meeting with the #1 governor. That's #1 governor of the jail and the segregation governor. We want him off K-Wing down the seg. That's where he needed to be. On a 3-officer unlock where he could be managed in a proper environment. So they're having it out, these managers, yeah, in the morning. We've decided this guy's been left locked up. I've only thought about this on the way down here today. There's 2 people on the landing with me, yeah. There's Nobby Nobbler and there's Bertie Bassett, my senior officer. Nobby Nobbler knew what cell this lad was in. So I'm thinking, Bertie Bassett, if you're out there now, that you let him out by mistake. I'm not sure, but I think you did. So here's the thing, I'm walking down the landing. Nobby Nobbler and Bertie Bassett are in front of me, I can see him, yeah? Bertie Bassett is looking directly at me. Graham walks past me. He was about 5'8", very stocky, ginger hair, very powerful lad. He walks past me, being a pleasant soul, says good morning. Then your brain kicks in. What's he doing out? Next minute, there's little birds round my head. Yeah, he's clocked me again, full on, from behind, in the chin. On the chin, in the chin, whatever you want to say. I spins round, he's looking at me. Little bubble says, why hasn't he gone down? Took me 3 or 4 seconds. I'm thinking, you're not getting away with that. He's off. It was like comedy cartoon. He's off, running down landing, and I'm after him. Nobby Nobbler at that time was 18 stone and about 6'3". He pulls up alongside of me. I don't know where he come from. Yeah, we tackled him. He went down. As it were, we had a cleaning officer then, Mr. T. People will remember Mr. T was a fantastic guy. Yeah, the floors on K-Wing shone, shiny. We slid 4 or 5 meters. There was a metal cage round the far stairwell, bars. Yeah, we slid into that. Graham, as we're sliding with 36 stone on him, lifts his head, boom, like a boiled egg, lifted his napper, big flapper skin. Yeah, alarm bells, he got dealt with. Yeah, weapons. There's plenty of weapons in prison. I'm going to leave it there today, a bit longer than usual. Sorry for the giggling, made me laugh. All right. Stephen, as always, parting shot. Say hi to your fans, mate. They love you. Beautiful day, guys. All the very best. Thanks for continued support. Thanks for coming. I'll see you.